We begin this morning in Paris, where today's men's triathlon at the Olympics has been postponed over concerns about water quality in the River Seine. The city saw a downpour during Friday's opening ceremony, and the rain carried into Saturday. Training for the swimming portion of the triathlon was canceled on Sunday and Monday because of those water quality concerns. Organizers say they will try to hold the men's triathlon on Wednesday, but only if water quality improves. Spectators are hopeful that will happen in time for the race.
I did know there were some possibilities. They said there were some issues with water quality for the river and that they had a backup plan. So I assumed it was going to go ahead today, maybe delayed, but I wasn't sure.
Paris spent $2.1 billion cleaning up the Seine so that triathlon and marathon swimming events could be held in the river that winds through the heart of the city. Joining me now is Metin Duran, professor of civil and environmental engineering at Villanova University. Professor, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me.
Well, there have been concerns with all the rain they've had about the quality of the Seine, the river there. And I know they've spent a lot on trying to fix the problem. Are you surprised that they're still having issues?
It's not really surprising, given the fact that most of the money was spent on building an underground storage tank, and we know those are really not the solution for these type of issues. Most cities spend put their efforts into increasing green areas, increasing the pervious areas in the city. It's a long-term solution. It's not going to be a quick fix. So I'm not really surprised. Whatever they've done, it's really not working.
Why does it make a difference to have green areas and things like that? How does that help?
The idea is we have more frequent and more severe rain events due to climate change that everybody globally is experiencing this. So the real solution is to divert the rainwater from going into sewer systems. So if you increase the green areas, pervious areas, rainwater will infiltrate into groundwater instead of going to sewer systems and causing sewer overflows. So that's the idea here.
Is that doable, though, in a developed city like Paris? It's very dense, not a lot of green space?
There are a lot of innovative solutions. Cities are replacing their asphalts with pervious asphalts. They're building rooftop gardens and rain gardens. So there are solutions. But again, it's long term. It's not going to be a quick fix.
And why do these holding tanks, Toronto I know has a similar thing, they've put these holding tanks in. It seems to have helped here, but why are they not the best solution? Are they a waste of money almost?
Again, I'm going to go back to climate change causing more severe storms. This is the most rainy summer in Paris in last 30 years. So, if you're experiencing these severe and more frequent rainwaters, there's simply not big enough underground storage tank to hold all this rainwater. It's just going to get worse.
Now, is it ambitious to even think that they could clean up the Seine? I mean, it's been in the heart of Paris for 2,000, 3,000 years. It's been a sewer for a long time. Is there reason for optimism that they could actually clean it up?
Not in my opinion. Again, it's going to be a long-term effort, and it's not going to help within a day or two. I think it was wishful thinking, and I think they're just experiencing the reality now.
And so you can't see them actually getting these races in then?
They may still go ahead with it. Part of what I want to emphasize is the safe levels set by Triathlon Federation is actually much higher than the levels set by the US EPA or the World Health Organization. So they think, just because there's E. coli, there isn't necessarily any pathogens there. So I think they're underestimating the risk a little bit. So they may still go ahead and do this. But in my opinion, there's risk for athletes.
But I mean, that is an improvement considering probably even 10 or 15 years ago, would people even consider swimming in the Seine?
Correct. Efforts are improving the water quality a little bit, but as you said, it's been there for thousands of years, and city has grown. And part of the issue, as I understand, part of Paris around Seine River has old homes with leaky septic systems, so they need to address that issue as well. Of course, it has improved clearly over the last few decades, but it's nowhere near where it should be for swimming.
Okay, Professor, thank you very much for your insight and expertise.
Thank you for inviting me.
Metin Duran is a professor of civil and environmental engineering at Villanova University.